Yo, what's up? It is Ashton. Hopefully you like that little piano concoction. Probably not. It's just simple as fuck, but I'm practicing. Um, Anyways, let me just check the audio real quick to make sure it's recording all right, and then we'll get back to it. All right, so we are all good. What is up, and welcome to episode 1 of the Road Trip podcast. I haven't really figured out a fancy name. It's currently 1 a.m. on a Thursday. I don't know what specific day of March, but it's in the late days of March. I think the 23rd or some shit. Oh, the 24th. We were wrong by one date. Anyways, it's late at night, and it just kind of hit me that maybe I should start a podcast, just for me personally and whoever, is sneakily stalking my shit. What's up? I don't know who you are. There's probably 3 of you. Welcome to a very poorly executed and organized podcast. I'm totally just freestyling off the dome, dude. I should have wrote bullet points now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, we're gonna be doing a road trip across America. It was originally a road trip to every state, but you have to exclude Hawaii because, that's a goddamn island. And you gotta excuse Alaska because it's just too hard to get. She just plays too hard to get, bro. I don't want to put all that time and effort for Alaska. All right, fuck her. Damn, that's hard to stay in character. Anyways, we also won't be visiting West Virginia, and North Dakota. There isn't anything necessarily exciting. Granted, I'm going to Billings, Montana. Like, there's some states out there that it's just like, why do you exist? But I'm gonna go through them. If this for some odd reason gets popular, people in Montana are gonna hate me. People in Vermont are probably gonna hate me. What's another state that I'm not too excited to go to? That's pretty much Albuquerque for some reason. I It doesn't sound exciting, but it's like the second state I'm going to, so I think just because I'm gonna be seeing it soon, I'm not too upset about going to it, lack of the better word. Um, but yeah, I'm getting off track because again, this is all unorganized and I don't have fucking bullet points. But pretty much, we're gonna be traveling across America. I had the random idea to make a podcast. I think it would be pretty cool to pretty much verbally document my experience in each state that I visit. There's gonna be some sketchy ass parts of America I'll be going to. Nothing crazy, but it's just like, not being a local, coming from the West Coast, California, and going to the East Coast. There's certain areas I'm a little not stressed, I'm just concerned. Baltimore, Maryland seems like a pretty crazy place. Just from stories of people that I know that have been there, as well as Wilmington, Delaware, which is nicknamed as Murder City. So that's fantastic. I don't think I'm going to run into any sketchy scenarios per se, but if I do, I might as well, if I'm still alive, I might as well just, talk about it. And that way I have my own opinions and experiences and everything recorded. And if I plan to do something with this trip, like write a book or something dumb or something random, I at least have something to look back on and listen to. And for the people that are listening to it that aren't me, damn, you're still listening? Like, that's crazy. But anyways, should be fun. So this is the episode 1. I haven't been to a state. I'm currently in California. Oh, I'm also not going to Nevada because I've already been to Nevada. I lived in fucking Nevada, so I'm also not going there, by the way. Hang on, let me see if there's other shit that I'm not going to. Yeah, it's just Nevada. I'm skipping Nevada as well. So there's 5 states I'm not going to. There's 45 that I am. Okay, I think I got it all squared away. What the fuck was I saying before this? Shit. Fuck. Hang on. All right, so I gathered my thoughts. So this episode 1, this is before the trip starts. This is the pre-planning. Damn, that's a tongue twister. Pre-planning process. The PPP. Um. I'm sorry. I just laughed at myself. That's embarrassing. It's the pre-planning process. I put a lot of time and effort. I put like a couple weeks into this planning process, which doesn't sound like a lot of time, but it's a lot of time for me to focus on one thing for for 2 weeks. It sounds so stupid saying out loud, but it is a lot of time. And I've got it all down on gas cost. It's going to be about 12,000 miles, 2.5 oil changes. probably is gonna be 3. Well, it is gonna be 3 because you can't get half of an oil change. You know what the fuck I mean. Um, anyways, dude. Oh my god, I'm delusional. I'm laughing at myself. Anyways, gas is gonna be 12,000 miles, which estimates to about 3,000 in gas costs, $3,000. I'll be sustaining it, the gas cost, with DoorDash, working in each state. The scary part about that is that I won't know how consistent DoorDash is within every state, and since I'll be going to every state, or sorry, since DoorDash, you can't schedule your shift unless you're in the area. I won't be able to schedule a shift for DoorDash ahead of time to guarantee hours because I won't be in the area the days before that to schedule it. So unless I can schedule it the day before, I said days before, by the way, if you didn't catch that, days before. But if I could schedule one day without an S before, it should be all squared away. But I know the range of profit that I can make in California because I live in California, but I don't know the range of profit that I can make within every city. And that's going to be pretty versatile, or whatever the fancy word is to describe variance. I just don't know how much money I'll truly be making. It's just pretty much having faith, trust, and pixie dust, and hopefully getting along with plan A and not having to resort to plan B. It'll be about $3,000 gas alone. Food cost is undetermined, but probably $10 to $15 a day. I'm planning to only eat one meal a day, believe it or not. I'm 240 fucking pounds. Which for some odd reason I don't feel as fat as 240 pounds. No offense to anyone at that weight, but it's just, this is my PR, my personal record on fucking weight. I've never been 240 until this fucking year, and it's just something I don't enjoy or didn't expect to get to. It's just I don't play sports. I don't work out as much anymore. I'm just like living life, fucking sitting on my ass, reading books, researching, making music, doing very sedentary lifestyle type shit. So maybe one meal a day will help me lose weight, or at least discipline me to not overeat, which is dope. And then that'll be about 15 a day. It's gonna be a 4-month trip, so 120, like maybe that's another 1,000 to like 1,500, so $4,500 to do this trip. There are certain states that I won't be door dashing in. I'll just be driving through. But then I will be stationed out in Texas. I act like I'm in the military. I'll be stationed out in Texas, Florida, Pittsburgh, Utah, I think Connecticut or New Hampshire. Those are the states that have the most expected profit based off of what other people report. So I'll be spending more days in those states to DoorDash so I can accumulate cash for the trip. I don't know if I could pull this off financially. I have saved money just in case, I don't make enough, so I still have money, held in me. That was such a weird way to say that. I have money saved. It's not held in me. I'm not a slut. Anyways, God, why did I do this at 1 a.m., bro? My brain is dumb right now. I almost said the R word. I gotta stop real quick. Let me gather my thoughts again. Okay, I had some time to think. So pretty much, I don't know if I could pull this off financially, where it's theoretically free with, slave labor of gig hustle with DoorDash. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to just fucking do it. You gotta Nike it, you gotta listen to the motto, and you gotta live your life. So we're gonna find out the hard way if you could pull this off or not. If I can't, I'm fucking homeless on the East Coast, bro. So, nah, anyways. We're gonna be heading to Phoenix, Arizona first. We're gonna be traveling in the southern states during the springtime to hopefully get some type of cold weather in the hot ass states of South. But hopefully, that works out, because then when we're traveling up north, it'll be the summertime and it shouldn't be snowing or anything. One concern I have is heat. If it's ever hot at night, depending on where I'm going, I'm pretty much fucked. I have like 2 small fans that are able to last for 3 days, so they're able to stay on for 72 hours on a full charge. So I mean, pretty much sleeping, they'll stay on. But it's just a matter of like how hot, because I've had a heat exhaustion from sleeping in my car in Irvine in a parking lot, and that was fucking rough, dude. I was literally confused. I was drenched in sweat. I had a gnarly like headache migraine. It felt like I was gonna die. I thought I had COVID at first, but then I was like, I'm not coughing or anything. I just feel like a piece of shit. So hopefully I don't fall asleep somewhere that's hot. I have to go to sleep when it's nighttime and make sure I wake up when it's daytime. Um, gosh, I'm so stupid right now. Um, Anyways, Phoenix, Arizona, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then we're heading off to Denver, Colorado. We're gonna be hitting Wichita, Texas, Oklahoma City, in Oklahoma, if you haven't, caught that. And then I believe Little Rock or Branson, Missouri, Little Rock, Arkansas, and then Dallas, Texas. So that will be the first month. And everything will go clean. I also have a little side quest on my mission, and that's to go to as many baseball games as I can. Um, that was a little hard to put in the process because you can't really determine. You got to be lucky on the dates and times that you arrive at each state, because the game's already scheduled, so you have to mold around that. So that took some time to schedule that, but that works out. I also have to get home by July 27th, preferably July 26th or 25th, because I have I was going to say a Little Rock. I have a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert to go to with my mom and my brother, as well as my cousin, on July 27th. I can't miss that. The tickets were pretty expensive from what I understand. The only issue is that they made a new album and they're only playing their new album shit. They're not playing like their hits. It's not like a reunion tour or whatever. It's like hey, still like, buy our new shit. So hopefully it's a dope ass concert with the dope ass songs, but if it's the new shit, then well fuck. Anyways, so I'm going to be saying things that I'm concerned about before the trip that I'm not too sure to expect, and then you'll hear the outcome once I get to those states. But like I said, Wilmington, Delaware, Murder City, that's great. Baltimore, Maryland, from what I hear, that's a little sketchy. Pretty much all the East Coast states, northeast or north middle, in the middle, like north and south, but on the just East Coast. We'll just do East Coast. They're a little bit sketchy, at least from what it's reported on the research. The issue, though, is that I live in a very safe area that I'd like to believe in, which is Menifee, California. But even online for Menifee, California, it's considered like 23 or like between 23 to 33% of safety, which implies that there is 70% or 80% more safe cities in America than there are in Menifee. But I grew up in Menifee. Menifee's like, there's only 2 homeless people. It's like, and there's nothing sketch about it, bro. Only people that are sketch are people trying to act like they're tough, but it's fucking Menifee. So I'm not too sure how legit the reportings are on crime and safety in different areas, because it seems inconsistent with daily life. But we'll see. I'm driving, to every state, and I'm going to have California license plate. So it's going to be an issue in the sense of trying to blend in. My car's going to stand out. When I did a road trip to Utah, bro, every time I got gas in Utah, I got stuck in like a 10-minute conversation with a random stranger just because they saw my license plate was from California. So I don't really like to be the center of attention. I don't like to cause attention to myself. When I lived in Las Vegas, I learned to not give anybody attention that you don't know, because nobody fucks with any other fucking person. At least in Vegas. But that was a very sketchy area that I lived in, because they always tell you, oh, avoid North Vegas, avoid East Vegas. I was like, bro, I live northeast, dog. I lived right next to Nellis Air Force Base, and I saw some shit. Every day, bro, the cops always had their sirens on. Someone was always getting pulled over. Someone was always getting arrested. I saw a literal homeless man take a shit on the side of the road while I was stuck at a red light in an intersection. I've seen people just do some weird shit in Vegas, for lack of a better word. I don't know if I'm too comfortable admitting it, especially to people I don't know who are listening. But there is some weird shit that happened while I lived in Vegas, and it kind of toughened my skin and made me realize, damn, living a privileged life and then not living a privileged life, it's a culture shock, but you get used to it and you adapt. And so I feel ready to experience some weird ass shit and some sketchy ass shit in different areas because I lived in it for a year in the middle of a pandemic as well. I'm totally ranting. But yeah, the East Coast states are going to be my hardest mission, part of the mission. Um, because there's going to be a few states where I'm just kind of driving by. There's going to be a few states where I'm staying there for a few days, and there's going to be a few states where I'm staying there for a week. Like I said, it's going to be Dallas, Pittsburgh, and Florida. Those are the ones I'm for sure staying for a week. Utah, I think, is like 5 days. But yeah, East Coast is going to be pretty hard. It's just there's 4 states that I'm not comfortable spending time in. Not spending time in, I'm not comfortable sleeping in, which is Baltimore, Washington, D.C., New Jersey, New York City, just because I don't know where the fuck I'm going to sleep in New York City, as well as Wilmington, Delaware, because it's Murder City. And all of those states are pretty much, they're literally, I think they are, like, they're literally connected, bro. They're literally connected. So it's like, there's 4 states that I want to avoid sleeping in, but based on my route, I have to go through all 4 states at the same time. So I don't know the sleeping situation that I'm going to figure out. I'm going to be sleeping in my car, and that's why it's sketchy. My car's pretty dope, though. It's a stealth camper. It's a Honda CRV. I took out the back seats. I have a twin mattress molded to one side of the car, as well as pretty much like a desk cabinet thing that I built. It holds my little tiny TV with my PS3. I chose a PS3 just because if I break it, it just seems cheap to replace. But it also just gives me nostalgia of playing like my old childhood video games. I can also still play Blu-ray movies, and it's all powered with my lithium Jackery portable battery that I can recharge with the sun. I have a solar panel as well. Bringing sets of clothes. I have to wash my clothes at a laundromat maybe once every 2 weeks at max. What's sucks about that is that I air dry my shirts because they tend to shrink in the dryer. But it's gonna be hard and time consuming to air dry my shirts at a laundromat. I just feel weird about that, so I'm probably gonna throw my shirts in the dryer. Hopefully they don't shrink because I'm 240 fucking pounds, dog. I'm getting to the double XL, bro. I do not want to get to the double XL. Hopefully I fucking lose weight, but we'll figure that out. Totally rambling again. What else? East Coast, Maine. I already talked about DoorDash. I pretty much talked about everything, but within those states, I'm gonna be trying to do like one little touristy thing a day, just to enjoy each state. The one thing that I loved about doing road trips, especially during the peak of the pandemic, was when I drove to Utah, pretty much all of California, Nevada. I say all of Nevada because it's really just Lake Tahoe and Las Vegas, as well as Arizona. The cool part was during the peak of the pandemic when everyone was still scared. That's when tourists stopped coming to places. People stopped going out of their house. So when I was able to do the road trip, then every city that I would travel to was all locals. There was just no tourists. It was just all locals. So you really got to like experience the culture and personality of the city based on the aura or whatever, based on the environment, the social environment. And it was really cool to just see like purely what each city represented or how each city lived, because you really got to see everyone's lifestyle, because it was just all locals. So I'm kind of excited to be able to experience different cultures and different personalities of each city. And hopefully that goes well. I have a bucket list for this journey on like things that I need to do. I don't have the list out right now, but I don't even know what the fuck they are. I already forgot. Probably because it's 1 fucking a.m. like I keep saying. But yeah, anyways, next time hopefully I'll organize this podcast a little bit better. And the quality of the podcast is probably going to be a little lower than what it is now because I'll be using a blue microphone when I start doing it because I'll be literally podcasting in my car. But pretty much I have everything all set, all planned out pretty well, and we'll see how it goes. Other than that, I don't know how to end this podcast. I don't know a nice little conclusion paragraph to tell you. But yeah, I said a lot as well, which a little triggering right now. But I just did it again. So anyways, yeah. Okay, bye. I don't know. We'll see you in next podcast is in Phoenix, bro. Anyways, I don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, bye.